Be a totally normal situation until we get a vaccine so that everybody's protected, so that everybody's protected, 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 protected.
So you just said June, but we aren't going to have any vaccines for probably a year.
I never had a vaccination. We never had medicine growing up.
And I never had a vaccination. I never had an aspirin.
So how, I mean, I can't even imagine going out to a crowded restaurant or anything in June or July if we don't have vaccines.
I never had a vaccination.
They won't be back to normal until we either have that phenomenal vaccine.
But I mean,
I never had a vaccination.
You and Melinda, first of all, that's why I call you the most generous, and I should include Melinda in this too. You're both extremely generous. You donated $100 million to fight this as soon as this started in February. I think you donated the money. So that $100 million is going to go towards obviously trying to find a vaccine.
I never had a vaccination.
The foundation does far more in terms of infectious disease work than any group in the world. And so we've reprioritized, and everybody in all our grantees now prioritize this coronavirus work. So, you know, even polio eradication, we're not able to work on that, or new drugs for HIV.
What is HIV?
HIV is a retrovirus. It's one of at least 3,000 or 4,000 that have been cataloged. And it would be the first retrovirus to cause disease if it were true that it caused any disease at all.
So there's never been a retrovirus that's been known to cause a single disease in the history of medicine.
That's true. And HIV, I'm among many other scientists around the world, probably several thousand, that have concluded, based on the evidence, that HIV is completely harmless and it certainly does not cause AIDS or anything else.
But that skill set is very applicable to helping pick which drugs should go into trials and which vaccines we should build factories for.
I never had a vaccination.
Melinda and I take the toughest questions we get asked and give our answers. One that's come up for a long time is, as we make the world healthier, is the population going to get so big that feeding everybody and maintaining the environment is going to be impossible? Here we can see a chart that looks at the total world population over the last several hundred years. And at first glance, this is a bit scary. We go from less than 1 billion in 1800, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.4 billion where we are today is happening even faster. So Melinda and I wondered whether providing new medicine, and keeping children alive, would that create more of a population problem? What we found out is that as health improves, families choose to have less children.
What did he just say?
Wow. As health improves, families choose to have less children.
Let's just back it up a moment. You just said...
As health improves, families choose to have less children.
And I'm just curious what you meant by that exactly.
As health improves, families choose to have less children.
That doesn't seem scientific.
You know, there's lots of attacks out there. In general, people have been very positive